Sorry about that. Sorry, apologies about that interruption there. This is all the wins. This might be as long as the first one. Now this is just all her races. These are all just the wins of all her. These are all the races that you won. So this might be as long as the first one. The first one is a documentary. So this maybe is slightly shorter than the first one. These are all her wins now. These are all her races.
Field is ready to go. Ready to run race 2 at Flemington. Gates are back and Black Caviar jumped away well, and so did Quassa and White Pegasus out wider. Bensky must have been a bit slow and is galloping very awkwardly in the early part, half wanting to buck, and it's dropped out the last. And coming down to the 800 metres, Miss Papier had crossed over and had the lead now. She's in front of Black Caviar, who's away quickly into second spot, and right behind them Quassa on the outside, followed by Take the Rap, and just behind those is Far Too Fast against the rail. Deeper was Amathon, being trailed further back then by White Pegasus running about a bit, and then the stablemates together, Kaskura on the outside of Karuba, Comanage close a fair way back, Rockaloft is a distant second last, and a very long last as Bensky. Black Caviar took over the running before the 300 from Quassa, Amathon running on, and then Take the Rap, and further back in the field then was Kaskura, but Black Caviar's opening right up and living up to the very good trial. She's sprinting away for Jared Noski, and in the run home Black Caviar won it by 4 to Quassa, Take the Rap a neck away third, Amathon ran fourth, and just behind those was Kaskura, followed by Comanage close, Far Too Fast, and then came Karuba, a long break to Miss Papier, White Pegasus, about 75 metres away in the field, then Rockaloft and Bensky, whose bad manners cost him, is a distant last.
Yeah, down trackside with Peter Moody. Peter, seeing her in the trial, she looked like she perhaps could have been something a bit above average. Well, she's proved that today.
Yeah, you know, she's always showed nice ability, and you saw her that day down there. She sort of went to those a bit new, and she's probably come here a little bit new today too. So, you know, she's a damn good filly, I think.
Did she exceed your expectations?
Well, I'm concerned with the straight. If she was at Caulfield or the Valley or somewhere, I would have thought, you know, she was probably a good thing. But I think it's very, you know, can be overawing the straight for young horses. And I think you probably saw the last furlong. She actually did get a bit lost, but thankfully she still had enough on the field.
What about her scope?
You know, she's a smashing type of filly. She's a big, strong thing. You know, she's out of a good family. She's out of the family of Magnus. You know, hence my attraction to her. You know, I'm just not sure where she'll go. We'll find a similar type of race here in a few weeks, and then I think we'll be getting her ready for something in the spring. But I really look forward to the future. I think she's a nice filly.
You were part of the purchase of her?
Yeah, I purchased her on behalf of some clients, Neil Werrett and Gary Wilkie, Sydney and Melbourne-based people, you know, I always liked her, and I sort of found her before the sales at Melbourne Premier and went and sourced them because I didn't have the money that I thought I'd have to pay for, and thankfully they came to the party pre-sale that I could purchase her. So, you know, I'm sure she's going to give the owners a lot of fun and get their purchase price back.
I'm sure she will. Best of luck with her.
Cheers.
Now they're ready, all set.
Play!
Racing in the Blue Sapphire. Gee, Black Caviar didn't jump all that well. She seemed to skew it a little bit at the start. Quiet's a Carrara away quickly from Take the Rap and Point Pain. Black Caviar eased to declare galloping room out deeper on the course and is going up near to the pace. They're followed then by Demerit and Connemara Bay getting up on the inside. Point Pain, after showing pace, has drifted back a little bit, and they were followed by Radon, and then came Black Gold back at the end with L'Heritier. Well, Black Caviar scooted around the field and took over the running by 2 lengths to Quieter. Carrara next on the inside, 600 to go from Take the Rap and Demerit. 2 lengths to Connemara Bay, being followed by Point Pain. Then L'Heritier starting to make a little ground from Radon and Black Gold. Black Caviar under a hold, led by a length and a half. Quieter and Nicolet staying second. Carrara the rail from Demerit, and then Take the Rap and a break to Point Pain. But she looked to be cruising in the early part of the straight. Black Caviar, she's 3 lengths in front and did it very, very comfortably. Shaken up now by Noski, she put 4 lengths on them. Demerit's running on okay, followed on the rails by Carrara, but she's just as impressive here at Caulfield. Black Caviar under a hold, won it by 5 lengths. Demerit second, a half head to Carrara, and then Take the Rap followed by Point Pain and Quieter. L'Heritier just picked up a few of the tail enders. Connemara Bay, Black Gold towards the end was second last, and Radon last.
Well, we thought she was good. She's outstanding. Black Caviar had a little hiccup at the start, but quickly put that behind her. She's broken 1:10 here, and she's done it on her ear. She a little stumbled at the start, but she was allowed to stride forward. She's got gears, she's got talent, she's got a great future. Great to see her here. $1.50, painless. Well, Jeff, just reconfirmed what we saw at Flemington, perhaps even stamped herself as something better than we first saw.
Yeah, we thought she'd be better around her turn and relaxing a little bit better in a 1200, so she took that today.
Trying to make a little error at the start there, but quickly her great natural skills put that behind her.
Yeah, she's done that before too in a Cranbourne trial. I think she did that as well, so not too concerning yet, but it's something we can work on again.
Okay, how far into this preparation do you go with her? I mean, you're going to make a call at some stage? Is there much around for her?
I think Peter has got his mind set on putting her away now. If he sees that on Monday morning or over the weekend, that's what he'll do.
What's she like around the stable? Did you get her first? Is this her first full preparation?
First racing prep. Yep, she's fine. She's a big, strong filly. And probably a credit to the staff to nurse her through to this race today. So
she hasn't been in before. There's some stable education.
She's been in and out just for education, but this was her first real serious prep, and we're learning like everyone else, seeing her do it.
You're very serious. There's something about that. Good on you, Jeff. Good day so far.
Thanks a lot.
And 1,200 metres for the arrow training for the 3-year-old fillies. Gates are back and they're away. Black Caviar was probably the worst out, and Oasis jumped brilliantly. Now Black Caviar moved up within a length of the front runner, and in behind them, third on the inside is Miraculous Miss, and then Absolute Faith, who settled down second last, and 3 lengths away, or a little less than that, is Orbiting Bill. So Oasis has the lead. Black Caviar recovers after that slightly awkward beginning, and she sits 3/4 of a length away behind Oasis, who has the mouth wide open wanting to over race. A length and a half away then on the inside, Miraculous Miss. Absolute Faith, her outside, and nearly a length Orbiting Bell. By the school, about 5 lengths covering the field at the most. 550 metres to go. Oasis by about a head only now to Black Caviar, and Absolute Faith has moved up trying to make a line of 3. Miraculous Miss in behind them with Orbiting Bell. 3 lengths cover them only now, and it's Oasis joined by Black Caviar, and Nolan sitting pretty quietly on the hot favourite as she takes over the running. Miraculous Miss getting up on the inside into 3rd placing, but Black Caviar opened up 3 lengths around the turn from Oasis. Miraculous Miss running on fairly well, but Black Caviar is all class, and she coached down to keep the perfect record by about 4 lengths on the line. Miraculous Miss just second ahead of Orbiting Bell, and just behind those Absolute Faith and Oasis weakened out, and she would be probably last home on the inside rail.
Peter, congratulations. I mean, that's what you'd expect, and probably a nice soft way to kick off the campaign.
Yeah, no, it looked pretty painless. Ears pricked and sort of back and forward up the straight. The pleasing thing was the way she just went to sleep outside the leader. Like you worry with these brilliant type of horses that they might become one-dimensional, but I think the way she put her head on the chest and relaxed there, Luke probably could have sat last on her.
Long way to go, I think, until we see the bottom of her. We haven't seen that in any of the 3 starts so far.
No, you know, they do it easy and she looks to relax and sort of looks a bit of a game up the straight. You always worry with that type of horse, what happens the day something does loom up beside, do they go any faster? But I've been fortunate enough at home, I haven't had one to go fast enough to test her there, and hopefully we've got to wait a while for it to happen on the racetrack.
You've trained some pretty good horses, but you know the measure of what a good horse is. Is she the most exciting you've had to deal with?
In terms of raw ability, I've only been involved with probably one similar, and that was General Nadim when I worked with Bill Mitchell. You know, you just look at them as like a car going around a corner too fast, you wait for something to fly off. But to match his deeds, she's got a long way to go, but she's got a lot of raw talent. You know?
And you did mention she's in the Cox Plate. You're not going to burn her up in a 3-year-old career with a filly?
No, listen, there's a lot of nice options for her, so... you know, I would dare to say, you know, the A-grade fillies went round last Saturday, I think without being rude towards the opposition here, so I think she's still got a fair few steps to take before we get excited, but all she can do is win, and she's doing a hell of a job at that at the moment.
Next start, the Danehill?
Yeah, we'll go home and think about that. The reason for having it here at the Valley was probably, in the back of my mind, was possibly a crack at the Manikato, and what path I took toward that, whether it involved running in the Danehill or not even running again, maybe just going straight there. Well, you know, so we'll think about it for a while.
3-year-old filly at Group 1, a 5th start in her life.
Yeah, well, some of the older sprint stars are getting a bit older, you know. It'll be interesting to maybe have a look at a good horse like Secret Flyer here later in the day. That might give us another guide. You know, she's sort of raced on a similar day to him a while back, so... you know, emerging sprinter like he and a few others, you know, that might be the opposition, so we might be able to get some sort of a line.
Exciting stuff. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Bruce.
So the field ready for the Danehill. All set. Racing now. Oh, Black Caviar really knuckled. She began terribly down in gate number 2 today. Let's see if she recovers quickly enough. Rarefied was away well with Corsair. Also jumping okay was Point Pain on the inside. Black Caviar is going to settle right on the speed between the 2 leaders. Now she's rolling to a slender lead. Black Caviar, Corsair on her outside, and Point Pain in on the rails. They're the 3 leaders. Grand Harmony is staying out of trouble's way out a little wider in about 4th placing. Just in behind them is Wanted as they come towards the 600 metre mark. And they were being followed, Spree buried away on the rail. Rarefied between horses, and further back is Extra Zero and Delago Bolt at the tail of the field. Black Caviar joins the course proper narrowly in front of Corsair. They're being followed Grand Harmony, who's ridden along. Wanted just behind the leader. Point Pain on the rail. Rarefied working into the clear. Extra Zero is next. Black Caviar at the 200, led by a length and a half. Wanted and Corsair, and then Rarefied out wider. And further back is Spree starting to hit the line. Black Caviar in front. Wanted coming off her back. Black Caviar 3/4 in front. Black Caviar, she wins again. Black Caviar has won it from Wanted. Might be Rarefied 3rd. Delago Bolt got home, and Spree finished his race off okay. Corsair weakened, then Extra Zero. Point Pain back towards the tail of the field, and Grand Harmony has weakened and is last home.
It must be scary as a trainer when you see that happen at the start when you've got odds on favour of any horse, really.
Yeah, well, she's scrambled, and I just hope she hasn't hurt herself. You know, that's always a concern. She looks like she went front and back, and she went along the ground for about 20 yards, so hopefully we've still got a horse.
Becoming a habit, though, where something happens at the start with her each time.
Yeah, well, today she's appeared to jump with them, and then she slipped as she's hit the ground, so... you know, it certainly is a concern, and the harder the races get, you know, the less you can afford to do that.
She's got a great, quick, natural recovery. She seems pretty adept on her feet, though, despite what happens at the start.
Yeah, after having our heart in her mouth. So, you know, and she raced a bit fierce there today against the Valley. I thought she was much more relaxed at the Valley. She was a bit more agitated there today, so... you know, maybe that went some way toward the start.
I don't really know what to take away from it, though. As we watch it again, there's on the big screen here. How many gears have we got through? Don't know.
No, well, you know, she's done the job. You know, she's been a very smart field there, and the second horse Wanted, he's a hell of a good colt, and you know, he's been going as good as anything in the yard at home lately. So for her to still do that and beat him, you know, that's a extremely good effort, because he's going to be hard to beat in whatever he runs in.
Okay, so if she's all okay, she runs next when?
Well, we've got a few options. We've got the Manicato, we've got the Rupert Clark, or we've got the Guineas Prelude. So we'll just weigh it up. But, you know, there's three very good options to have with her.
Okay, next week, of course, in 3 weeks' time.
3 weeks' time, or the Rupert Clark, probably on the minimum against the older spreaders, or the 3-year-old fillies option. So we'll just see how she does, you know. But yeah, we'll let her guide us.
And wanted on song now for the Guineas, you would think?
Yeah, no, well, he'll go to the Guineas Prelude in a couple of weeks, and really looking forward to that. You know, he's, like I say, he's been going super well, this colt, and you know, he's a very, very good colt.
I think you better go and have a look at that.
Cheers, thanks, Bruce.
They're set. Racing at the 1200 metres, a beautiful start. Here the Angels, the first to show. Black Caviar goes with him, and as expected, they settle down 1-2. 2 lengths away in third placing. Then is La Rocket on the inside of Feracia, and on their outside, almost a length away, is Royal Ada. As they go around the first turn at the 800, here the Angels has the leader. Half a length, Black Caviar sits at his girth on the outside. A length and a half, La Rocket. Then a neck for Asia, and Royal Ada out 3 wide as the field comes up the side. 650 metres left to go now. Here the Angels in a steady tempo, led by a half, Black Caviar capped on his outside. Royal Ada 3 deep, the trip. La Rocket's on the fence. Ferocia is last. Here the Angels has it by a half, Black Caviar. Neither riders asked for the big run yet. La Rocket in behind them. Royal Ada niggled fourth. Last Ferocia. Now Black Caviar's let go by Nolan, and she quickly raced up to here the Angels. Got almost a length in front of him. Sprinted away around the home turn. Then came La Rocket and Royal Ada, but it's Black Caviar by 2 lengths. Here the Angels can't answer this super filly, who races away to make it 5 out of 5. What a star! Black Caviar 2.5. Here the Angels. La Rocket a length and 3/4 third. Royal Ada in 4. Ferocia last in.
Well, Pate's got the cheer squad here tonight as well, and they've got something pretty special to cheer about. Good to have your girls here, Pete. We'll get them in to share with you, because she's a very special filly. Pete, to your eye, just give us your impression of that performance.
Oh, listen, very happy. You know, it's always a big relief to see them return, and you know, we thought she was going terrific, but until you get them back on track, you're never sort of 100% sure.
Were the audible concerns pre-race just to settle you down? I mean, just wanted to come out and see you do something like that?
Well, yeah, like, he's no mug, the second horse. He's a good, tough old handicapper, and you know, just knowing how much improvement she's got in her and coming back off that injury, you know, it was always, you know, I just wanted to see her come back and enjoy racing, and you know, I think the exciting thing is their level of improvement in it, so you know, it all goes well for the future.
What is that level of improvement?
Well, I don't know, measure it. None of them's ever told me the percentages, but you just know such a big race filly like her's just got to improve. So you know, the next thing will be getting to the stables at 4 in the morning and watching her walk out. Well, you know, because obviously she's had that soft tissue issue in her chest, and that'll be an ongoing thing. That you know, Michael Bryant, the chiropractor's worked tirelessly on her, as have the staff, and they've done a great job to get her here, and hopefully we can keep her in the same shape.
And not many horses you put in the same breath as talking about Gemma Dean, but you've done that pretty early in her career.
Well, she's just so brilliant, and that brings about these issues with these muscles. You know, she just she's got such acceleration and does everything in such a robust manner, and being such a big horse, you know, she makes herself susceptible to these injuries.
William Reid, Newmarket, is that it for this preparation?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say not. You know, there's some chance I might give her a vaccination tomorrow for Dubai. You know, that $2.5 million race on dirt, that might be a challenge. But let's come back for the William Reid in 3 weeks, and if she could do the same again, we might start looking at options. You know, the Newmarket, she's in it, but it hasn't been a focus on my camp at all this time around. It was mainly here or next Tuesday. We're off for here, and then the William Reid, and we'll be guided off the back of that.
I think it's great to see you back in the winter stall on such an exciting order in front of a big crowd tonight. They've enjoyed it. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Bruce.
They're set. Ready, racing. Black Caviar away very well. Winter King out brilliantly. And also Micmac is showing good pace in the early speed part of the speed battle. They go past the 800 metres now. And it's Winter King narrowly. Black Caviar can kick through. She retains the rails. Can nearly go through and join the leader. They're followed then by Whiteout. Tully Dreamer on the move. And he really pours the pressure into the race here out wide going to the front. Micmac is up there fourth, and First Command fifth out wider. Star Witness well back on the rail when they cornered, and then Good Control and General Truce. Black Caviar boots up on the inside, goes to the lead. As they corner, she slips away under a hold. Hurley. Black Caviar opened up 3 lengths on Winter King. Tully Dreamer was gone. First Command Micmac running on General Truce down the outside, but it is Black Caviar well clear with 100 metres to go. 3 or 4 on Winter King, and Black Caviar back as brilliant as she left. Won it by 2, eased up. Winter King second, General Truce 2.5 third. Star Witness got home nicely. A break in the field then to Micmac. Followed in then by Good Control. Back there with him was First Command, and Tully Dreamer dropped out to finish last.
Pete, just watching again on the big screen here, something pretty emotional, lovely to watch.
Yeah, no, it's always nice to get them back in it, you know. She's been going super at home, but it's always sort of heart and mouth stuff, so it's just lovely to see her back.
So you've been Collingwood keeping a lid on it, have you?
Oh, listen, I really can't. I said to the owners, the biggest thrill I'll get tomorrow morning when she walks out of the box in one piece. A win was going to be a bonus, but, you know, with a horse with as much ability as her, we would just, would have been disappointed if she didn't win.
Yeah, you always worried about her, though, aren't you? Because of her power and her strength, that something might just go wrong. Well, what could it be?
Well,